Like that? Okay, good, good. 3 times? Yeah. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Unitarian Church of Edmonton. My name is Maida Zederayko. My pronouns are she and her, and I'll be your service leader this morning. I'll be joined by our minister, Reverend Rosemary Morrison. We do hope you feel welcome here. There are a few announcements this morning. I'd like to call on Lynn and Rosemary and Karen.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Lynn Turvey. I'm UCE president this year. And just a reminder about the AGM next Sunday after the service, after the wonderful performances by 2 choirs. I think Karen might be talking about that a bit today or not. Anyway, probably. Okay, now you are. Okay. So yes, that'll be about 11:45 or so after the service. We will have elections, and we've got a full slate of candidates this year, I'm very pleased to say. So willing to serve some of the faces that you've recognized, some of the ongoing members of the board. Thank you very much. But also we've got 3 new people willing to stand. There's a long-term member. There's a member who joined about a few years ago, and then really a member who just joined a few months ago. So I'll have all the names of the slate of candidates in the coming Friday email, so watch for that. And also there will be surprise presentations for the Volunteer Alexander and Potter Awards. So again, surprise, you have to be here to find out who they are, and they will be surprised as well. So hope you join us next Sunday after the service. Thanks.
Hi there, good morning. My name is Andrew Mills, he, him, and I'm here to talk about the garage sale. Woohoo! And we have everything including the kitchen sink. This beautiful little kitchen sink is yours for a mere $2. Folks, we just have 3 more days for you to bring your treasures. I think we have about 2/3 of what we need for the garage sale. So we had limited things to put in small boxes, so you can see some of the boxes over there. Bring it all now. Bring it on. So after church this afternoon, if you've got stuff in your car, back it up. Take it right into Keeler Hall. We'll accept it there. And then we have just 3 more days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then that's all. So bring all your stuff. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 10 till 3 we're open. If you need to be open different times, we can make arrangements. Call me. I'll open up later if you need that. If anybody needs to figure out, if anybody's signed up for cashier and doesn't know how to use this beautiful little gadget, I will be right here, right after the service for a few minutes to show people how to use this, or we can give you a briefing on the day that you're coming to volunteer. Now I have one more request for a special volunteer. Karen is going to tell you about the wonderful choir thing that's happening next Sunday. Once the service is over, we go into the annual general meeting. But that choir gets to exit through the gift shop, and I need a cashier for that gift shop who would not normally be at the AGM. So preferably a non-member who would like to be a cashier. Yes? Are you volunteering? Fabulous. Thank you so much. So I'll talk after with you about that. Yeah, so the idea is we'll let that choir have a crack at the garage sale as well while we're having our most important meeting here. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
No, I have my own kitchen. Thank you.
Good morning. So not much is a surprise as to why I'm here. So my name's Karen Mills, she, her. We do have a really exciting service being planned for May 3rd. It's a collaboration between Chalice and the choir at SSUC, which either stands for Spiritual Seekers United in Community, or you may also know them as Southminster Steinauer United Church. Altogether, there will be about 50 voices singing. We have 6 instrumentalists, a pianist, and a poet reader you might be familiar with, but I'm going to keep that name as a surprise. But we're doing a suite of music called A Vision Unfolding by an American composer named Kyle Peterson. It touches on the themes of social justice, equality, democracy, and just the strength of community and the better world that we can all make together. It's really powerful music. It's so much fun to sing. We had our first joint rehearsal with the whole ensemble yesterday, and it was something else. So I would really warmly invite you to join us on May 3rd for that.
Good morning. How are you? Nice weather. Okay, I thought my tulips would be up by now. No, they're not. My name is Reverend Rosemary Morrison, she, her pronouns, and it is my pleasure and honor to serve this congregation. I have a couple of announcements. So every month, the last Wednesday of the month, we gather together for what we call UUs on Tap at 3 Vikings on 124th Street at 107th Avenue for a relaxing evening to get to know one another, share a meal, and no one has to do the dishes. I love that part. So lots of music happening at the beginning of May. So like Karen said, this big concert, and then the following Saturday, UU singer-songwriter Tony Turner, who lives in Nanaimo, is coming through on a Canada-wide tour of Unitarian churches and just points east. And he is going to be doing a concert on Saturday night. And I was chatting with him about it, and he was like, you know, Maria Dunn and I are really good friends. Do you think I could ask her if she'd like to join us on Saturday night? And I was like, my jaw dropped, and I went, yeah, you betcha. And so there'll be a concert with Tony Turner and Maria Dunn Saturday, May 9th at Westwood. It's a collaboration between Westwood and UCEs. And then the next Sunday, the day after, all of the musicians are going to be down at SSUC, but we're going to have fun here too, so don't despair. Tony Turner will be coming and doing the service with us on Sunday morning here in the sanctuary. We'll sit around in a circle, we'll have some readings and sing some songs, and he'll play his guitar and we'll tell stories. It'll be lovely. So if you're not in the choir, make sure you come and enjoy a nice relaxed service with Tony and myself. And we normally have a second Sunday potluck, but we're thinking that because it might be difficult with fewer people, let's just do finger food for second Sunday potluck. We'll just bring some finger food if you're coming to share, cheese and crackers, cut up fruit, grapes, whatever, cookies, just finger food for the second Sunday potluck this month. So absolutely no need to sign up for anything. You bring it ready to serve, you take your plate with you, no cleanup. And that's it from me. And I turn it back over to Maida.
Okay. The Unitarian Church of Edmonton is a liberal, religious, multi-generational community. We celebrate a rich mosaic of free-thinking, spiritual questing individuals joined in common support and action. We welcome diversity, pursue the common good, and work for justice. We believe in the compassion of the individual heart, the warmth of community, and the search for meaning in our lives. We gather with gratitude this morning on Treaty 6 land. A treaty is an inheritance, a responsibility, and a relationship. May we be good neighbors to one another, good stewards to our planet, and good ancestors to our children. And so, as we begin our special time together this morning, I invite you to quiet your devices and yourselves so that we can all enjoy the service further. May we be reminded here of our highest aspirations and inspired to bring our gifts of love and service to the altar of humanity. May we know once again that we are not isolated beings, but are connected in mystery and miracle to the universe, to this community, and to each other. This morning's service is brought to you this morning by the membership team, Tony Wong, Lauren Pendleton, Janet Polkowski, who is not here this morning, and Reverend Rosemary, as we welcome our new members to UCE. Oh, and myself. And me too. But first we begin our time of contemplation with this prelude by Gordon Ritchie. Thank you so much, Gordon. That was lovely. At this time, I would like to ask Lauren Pendleton to light the chalice.
Fortune is going to.
I'm sorry?
Fortune is going
Oh, I'm sorry. Fortune. To come forward and light the chalice. I'm so sorry. Okay. A Place of Belonging and Caring by Kimberlee and Tomczak Carlson. It is not by chance that you arrived here today. You have been looking for something larger than yourself. Inside of you, there's a yearning, a calling, a hope for more, a desire for a place of belonging and caring. Through your struggles, someone nurtured you into being, instilling a belief in a shared purpose, a common yet precious resource that belongs to all of us when we share. And so you begin seeking a beloved community, a people that does not put fences around love, a community that holds its arms open to possibilities of love, a heart home to nourish your soul and share your gifts. Welcome home. Welcome to this space. Welcome to this circle of love and caring. Our opening hymn is hymn 346, Come Sing a Song with Me. The text will appear on the screen behind me. Please rise in body and spirit.
Give me a sec, Gordon.
Oh.
I chose this hymn even though we sang it last Sunday. I did it in honor of Liz Reed. Her son Doug and her husband Chips is here with us this morning. And she has been in she was in hospice and passed away last Sunday. And as I visited her in hospice, this was one of the songs that she asked for to be sung around her bedside. So we're singing this in memory of and in honor of Liz Reed, who had just started coming to this congregation and was wholeheartedly wanting to get involved and was going to join, and we remember her. Thank you.
Please be seated. One of the purposes of this church community is to encourage all who gather here to grow more generous in spirit and action. In addition to supporting this community, we also make a monthly donation to the wider community. 1/2 of the unidentified cash that is received is given to an outside organization. We take an offering that allows us to exercise that all-important generosity of spirit, an offering that will support this self-supporting church and its many ministries. For the month of April, we are supporting Child Haven International. Inspired by the ideals and philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi, Child Haven International is a registered not-for-profit charity founded in 1985. They assist children and women in developing countries who are in need of food, education, healthcare, shelter and clothing, emotional and moral support. For those that are in the sanctuary, you can use the envelopes found on the inside cover of the hymn book if you wish to receive a tax receipt for your gift. Please indicate on the envelope your contact information so that we can send you a tax receipt at year end. Many of our members and friends give monthly or annually through an automatic withdrawal from their accounts. For those of you online, we encourage you to visit the Child Haven International website to make a donation. The offering will now be received. We thank you for your generosity of spirit and action. Through all we do here in this community and the wider world, we are involved in the important spiritual work of creation and compassion. Let us join in singing From You I Receive. invite you to a special part of today's service, the new member ceremony. I'd like to call upon Tony Wong to begin this special time.
Well, I love seeing all your friendly faces and your smiles. Look at y'all. You'll look great. Well, it's my pleasure, right, as a new member of UCE, and as part of the membership team, I want to welcome you to this very important ceremony. Membership is both a right and a privilege, right? A right and a privilege. And we really appreciate the new members, and we, as new members, have something that is beyond ourselves. We belong to the community, and we are going to do our best for the community. And so we want to recognize 7 folks that have already joined the church this year. And we wish to celebrate them, and we want to introduce them to everyone. And so I would like to call them up, please. Hope. Is Hope here? Hope, come on up, please. And Fortune. Fortune was already here. Come on up, please, Fortune. And Kelly. Kelly, please. Okay. Talia, please. And John, please. And we have 2 Kims. Okay. Neither Kim is here today? Well, we have Gems of Society, and then there's me. So, on with the ceremony.
Come on down, Tony.
Oh.
Don't be. Tony joined before our last new member ceremony, but he was probably down in San Jose visiting grandchildren and walking them to school and that kind of thing, as good grandparents do. So we want to honor him at this time. So it's a joy to welcome you all as new members into our community. Becoming a member of this congregation is an important step, and it is only a step. I encourage you to grow your spiritual life with us, as well as to explore and share your own unique gifts. This is a safe place to try stuff out. I think I probably began learning leadership skills within a congregation, a small lay-led congregation in Victoria, at Capital it's called, and that's kind of where I decided that this might be an okay thing for me to do. So who knows, we might have some burgeoning ministers here in our midst. You were also asked, and this is a little different and I'm going to talk about covenant a little bit today. You are also asked to live in covenant with each and every member and friend of UCE, as well as the institution itself, and with me, and the office of the minister. So I'm different, I'm a human, but there's also a thing called the office of the minister. So I ask you now, will you journey with us sharing the joys and responsibilities of membership, and if you agree, please say yes. Yes, they're going to join, folks. Yay! So, and I ask you all, members of UCE, will you reach out to these people in friendship, including them in our activities? Tell them where you're going for lunch. You know, like bring them along for coffee. Make sure they know that there's something special happening. Will you walk with them in their spiritual journey? Will you be open to their unique gifts and perspectives? Will you extend a warm welcome to each of them, remembering that each one of you was once a new member? And if you agree, please say, "We do." We do. Oh, I think that was pretty wholehearted. So thank you to our existing folks and people wanting to become members and people that are members and new members. We are made stronger by each new member, with each gift, with each conversation, with each new relationship. Ours is a shared ministry. No one person does everything. And we help to find meaning in each other's life and build a just and compassionate world, working to fulfill the covenant and mission of this congregation. And the mission and mission and vision and covenant of this congregation is in every newsletter. So, and the newsletters are posted just outside the door. So if you don't know what our mission and vision is or what our covenant is, I invite you to have a look. And so we would like to offer some gifts to you. And we'd also, Lauren is going to pass out these. This is the Unitarian Universalist Pocket Guide, and it is written there is a new one written by each new president of the Unitarian Universalist Association. They're a little U.S.-centric, but they are, they get put up to date every 6 years. So let's get you each a book. Pass me the books. So here's your book. And Lauren will get you a rose. You're welcome. Is that a rose in the wintertime? Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I want to welcome you and thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to this community. Welcome, Hope. Welcome, Tony. You all make a big difference with being here. Let's give them a round of applause. Okay. All right, you may take your seats. Thank you so much. And now we'll sing our next hymn. 1058, I think it is. Be ours a religion. Be ours a religion which like sunshine goes everywhere. Its temple all space, its shrine the good heart, its creed all truth, its ritual works of love. And I think if we had a creed, which we don't, I think this would be it. I love this. It's by Theodore Parker. It leaves off a couple of lines. The whole thing is in the back of the gray hymn book. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit and sing this through 3 times.
Free.
Let's take a couple of breaths, shall we? As we settle into a time of meditation, reflection, contemplation, whatever you would like to call it. Some might even call it prayer, those that dare. I invite you to find a comfortable place and wiggle out the wiggles. Plant your feet on the ground, and you feel the gravity pull the center of your feet. And allow the chair to hold you. Allow your muscles to let go. Know that you are being held physically by this chair you are sitting in and by this building keeping us warm. But you're also held in love. You are held in spirit. We believe that every person is worthy of love and belonging. And we are so grateful that you are here, and we want you to know that you belong. I invite you to take a couple of more breaths. I have a poem by Rosemary Watola Trummer, my new favorite poet. And I'm going to read it and then invite silence, and then I am going to read it again, and then silence. After which we will sing Comfort Me. So I invite you to soften your gaze or close your eyes, whatever is comfortable for you. Let your mind wander if it will. Invite you to grasp onto any of the images that strike you as they go by. When I feel I do not belong. When I feel I do not belong in the world, when I walk past raspberry brambles and my attention somehow fails to be snagged by their clever thorns and the warm, woody scent of their leaves. When I curse the wind instead of turning toward it, arms flung wide as if to fly. In those moments, there's no poem, no prayer, no book, no speech, beautiful or fierce enough to remind me I belong to all. How is it so convincing, that numbness, that doubt I should ever be worthy? And how is it this late April morning I tremble at the smallest beauty, astonished by the elegant reach of slender bamboo, the leggy twining of wild honeysuckle, the thready rhythmic peeps of the chicks in my stepdaughter's yard, the whine of her dog as she watches the chicks. In this moment, I can almost not believe I could ever feel separate from the world, though I know such moments are true. So I wrap my arms around that lonely version of myself and marvel how that part of me, who believes I could never belong, that part belongs here, too. When I feel I do not belong in the world, when I walk past raspberry brambles and my attention somehow fails to be snagged by their clever thorns and the warm, woody scent of their leaves. When I curse the wind instead of turning toward it, arms flung wide as if to fly. In those moments, there's no poem, no prayer, no book, no speech, beautiful or fierce enough to remind me I belong to all. How is it so convincing, that numbness, that doubt I could ever be worthy? And how is it this late April morning I tremble at the smallest beauty, astonished by the elegant reach of slender bamboo, the leggy twining of wild honeysuckle, the thready rhythmic peeps of the chicks in my stepdaughter's yard, the whine of her dog as she watches the chicks. In this moment, I can almost not believe I could ever feel separate from the world, though I know such moments are true. So I wrap my arms around that lonely version of myself and marvel how the part of me who believes I could never belong, that part belongs here too. Every Sunday in most Unitarian and Unitarian Universalist or Universalist Unitarian congregations across the globe, we light candles of joy and or concern. In some congregations, they speak to them. In some congregations, there's just too many. Can you imagine in congregations of 400 or 500 people if everybody took to the mic? You think these services are long. So I invite you, what is on your heart, to manifest it in a beautiful candle, in beautiful light, to let what is inside out. Because we are community, and you belong here, and you get to share what is in your heart. The tables are open. I invite you to light candles of joy or concern, as you wish. last candles are being lit, we share with one another in our joys and our concerns, and I invite you to share them verbally with one another during the coffee time. I look at these candelabras and they're just so beautiful, and they represent us as community with our rawness and troubles and successes and beauty. And I invite Maida to light the last candle for all the unspoken, unthought of, unprocessed joys and concerns that we hold so gently and tenderly in our hearts. And Maida is going to do the reading, and it's called Show Up Hungry by Elizabeth Nugent. So we should have done that differently. I should have lit it, but here we go. It's all works out.
Okay. Show Up Hungry by Elizabeth Nugent. I got off work at 7 p.m. and did the thing where you chase the bus a little bit, but then realize you won't make it and walk sheepishly back to the bus stop. I'm already an hour late to Sunday night singing at the Lucy Stone Cooperative, a UU affordable housing co-op in Boston. I'm still ambivalent. I could go home or to Netflix and grilled cheese, or I could choose predictability and warm carbs, or I could get on the bus to this community where I was first a member of the planning team and now a board member, this place where, despite my leadership role, I still find myself questioning whether and how I belong. I give myself a little pep talk, reminding myself that I'm allowed to show up late and hungry and in need of a song. Reminding myself that being in community means offering care and being cared for, bringing my shiny self and my not-so-shiny self. When I arrive, there's a teapot of hot water and a plate of fat dates on the table. A friend presses a bowl into my hands, and there's broccoli soup. We sing Amazing Grace. The wonders of accepting love have made me whole and real. Community is covenant. It's the promise of a bowl of soup and a song at the end of the day. It's love in the form of a house on Moorland Street that has said that it doesn't matter that I don't live there, that I too am welcome on Sunday nights. Laid bare, it is the succor and accountability of doing that thing together that we cannot do alone. I've not always been by myself in the communities I've loved. I've shirked dish duty at Lucy Stone and missed weddings in my own hometown. I've dropped out when I was needed and showed up full of pettiness and exhaustion. The wonder of accepting love is only made evident when we're allowed to shed the shiny and let the sourness show. Our communities of spirit are only real because we show up late expecting to be fed, because we both give and get, because we bring our tart and our sweet, our gifts and our struggles. We need lemon and in the lentils, rice vinegar in the sushi, a squeeze of lime on the colada, and some acid in our communities. Without it, our communities are superficial. With no acid, we are one-note monotone. Our vulnerabilities, our bits of brokenness, bring life to our relationships. We are part of community when we show up shiny and not so shiny, when we ladle soup into each other's bowls and eat it eagerly, when we bring our sour and our sweet, when we shed the shiny and show up hungry.
So, do you remember when we were kids and we would walk into something new and wondered, will I fit in? Will anybody like me? Will I be accepted? Will I feel valued? Maybe we'd joined a sports team or the other end of the scale, the chess or the debating team. And we've arrived full of fear and trepidation. I think that's the way we as adults feel too sometimes. And our little inner childs, we try to calm them down, and we have all these coping mechanisms that we've learned over the years to manage our anxiety and our fear of being loved or not loved and not accepted. And I think that this is how it might be for people the first time, especially for the first time they walk into our sanctuary, the first time they come to church, maybe the first time they come to an activity that we are putting on. I think it might be a little scary for some folks. Who found it scary the first time they walked into this congregation or another congregation or a new club you wanted to join or something? Have you ever felt scared or anxious? Yeah, we're all masking just our little people inside. They kind of run the show sometimes, which is appropriate. So I think that walking into the congregation and coming here on Sunday morning is an act of bravery. And if you make it to the coffee station, congratulations, because they sometimes say that is the longest, hardest walk ever to be done, kind of the long green mile kind of thing. So maybe you go to coffee after. Maybe you decided you were going to join the Soul Matters group. Now there's a scary concept. You actually have to talk in that one. Like, good grief, you meet after church once a month, either here or in line, and it's like they're going to ask me what I think and how I feel. Ooh, I don't know how I think. I don't know how I feel. But we who have been around here for a while, we don't feel these things, do we? It becomes second nature to us. So we know there will be friends there. We know we already fit in. We have a history. Some people have been here for decades and have helped out in all kinds of ways and have developed programs and have just had so much to do here. But every single member, every single new member has so much to offer this community. Someone said to me earlier this week, or last week, if you think today's the first day of the week, said to me, people sometimes, newcomers don't realize that we take care of each other. This was said, especially if you go to, are in the choir or in another group and you get to know people. People don't realize that we take care of one another. I think that's one of the nicest things I've ever heard. We take care of one another. It can take some time, though, can't it? To feel welcome, to feel like someone wants to connect with us, to find our place. So how does one go from being a first-time attender to an engaged member here at UCE? This is not a rhetorical question. What do you think? How do people, when they first walk in the door, how do they then, what happens? How do we help them go from being a first-time attender to an engaged member? What do we need to do to help them? Dallas? We greet them? Yep. We need to greet them, and is there any other ideas? Kelly? So for those in the back and online, Kelly said, all you have to do is introduce them to Lynn Turvey, and she'll put you on a committee or a team or the board. Audrey? Sit with the new people instead of all your friends. That's a huge one. That's huge. So often, I have a little story to tell, which I think I've already told here, but so when I was in seminary, another one of when I was in seminary stories, I was guest preaching at the Vancouver Unitarian Church one Sunday. And then about 3 Sundays later, I wasn't preaching anywhere, or whatever you want to call it, what I do. And so I went to the Unitarian Church of Vancouver on Oak Street, 49th and Oak. And after church, I went into the fellowship hall, and I went and got my coffee, and I had the visitor mug, because I'm a visitor. And the Hewitt Hall is there's kind of like a little back eddy. You walk in and you get your coffee, and then all of a sudden you find yourself underneath an overhang, standing with your coffee. I had a few people look at me like, she seems kind of familiar. I had been in their pulpit 2 Sundays prior. No one talked to me. It was the weirdest thing. I was like, okay, let's not let that ever happen to anyone here. Let's not let that ever happen where they go and we don't have visitor mugs, because that's even worse, right? If you're holding a visitor mug and nobody talks to you, that's even worse. So let's not ever let that happen. So from a newcomer that has maybe a new member, what has happened for you that you have wanted to become engaged here? Besides Lynn Turvey. Any suggestions? Yes, Sherry? Sherry says, and I agree with that wholeheartedly, if you get, join an activity like the walking group, or come to UU's on Tap, or the Soul Matters, or the Soul Matters movie, you get to meet a few people at a time and start to build those connections, right? And then that really helps. Then you come the next Sunday and you see someone that you've met and that you've had a conversation with. Anyone else? Remind me of your name. Mel says, I like being surrounded by good people. There's a lot of good people here. And I think that it's important to remember that one of the ways we make it safe to be here is that we are, in fact, in covenant with one another. So when we become members, we are agreeing to a whole bunch of things, where we agree to contribute with our time, our talent, our treasures as we are able. However, we also agree to be in covenant with one another. And I talked about that briefly during the ceremony. That means that we agree to be our best, to do our best, to take care of one another by speaking kindly and honestly, setting your own boundaries, taking people's feelings into consideration, resolving conflict quickly, because unfortunately, we are blessed with being human. And we say and do the wrong thing. I say and do the wrong thing on a pretty regular basis, and I don't think I'm a whole lot different than anyone else. And so if we are in covenant with one another and we mess up, and maybe our feelings are hurt, or we hurt someone else, or someone notices, we help knock off the sharp edges of one another, and we're having difficulty. We don't speak unkindly about one another or behind their backs. We don't talk about them at lunch or coffee. We go and talk to them if we can, and then we have a right relations team that will help sort those things out. And that provides safety. So you know that you can be here, you don't have to be perfect, you can make mistakes, and there's a process to help you come back into covenant if you have run into problems. And I think that makes it very, very, it's safer. It becomes brave space. People say there's no such thing as safe space. And this is how we bring about creating beloved community. Beloved or loving community means that there is food here for body and soul. Friendships are formed. Activities are offered for folks, whether you are overburdened with activities or looking for something to do. There is a desire to connect with one another, and there is work to do toward a common goal. So I asked you, but I also think that one of the ways we can help newcomers and new members feel welcome is by making room for them. It's hard. Change is hard. I often say, and you've probably heard me, change goes at the speed of tolerance, and that is usually quite glacial. People need to be invited with offers of meaningful activities and work, as per Sherry's suggestion. One of the phrases that I've heard often is that we have to make room if we want to grow. Draw the circle wide, as they say. Making room means trying out a new idea that a new member has suggested, inviting people into leadership that aren't the regular and assumed leaders. Communities like ours are great places to learn leadership skills, as I mentioned during the ceremony. Try out new ideas, teach a new song, discover your potential. The woman going to Lucy Stone's Sunday night soup and sing knew that even though she was late, even though she didn't help make the soup, even though she had sometimes shirked helping with the dishes, she would be welcomed. And people would want to connect with her. They'd be glad to see her. A smile would be on people's faces when she walked into the room. She would feel valued, wanted, and loved. How are we here at UCE, at our welcome? Is it too much? Is it enough? One time I was in Nelson, and they asked me to speak at there's a little congregation in Nelson, and I took my son. A beautiful young man, 6'2", and they were a bit agog. Where do you live, Nelson? Really? Can you come and join us and do all the things? And they were especially excited because he knew all the songs, right? He knew all of the Unitarian songs, and they're like, oh, a young man, and he's a Unitarian. And we walked out, and we got in the car driving back to his place, and he says, I kind of feel like I need a shower. We don't want to do that to people. And I watch you with your welcome, and you don't. You're not even close. But it's a danger place to get to, isn't it? When we just get so excited, there's a new person. Yeah, we don't want to be that, because we've got new people walking in the door all the time, and our welcome is good. And I think where we can, just as a reminder, and like I said, I think that we're doing a great job. And one of the things that you can think about as you're greeting new people and getting to know people is that people want to connect. People want to connect deeply. People want to know about you when you talk to them for the first time. They want you to ask them about themselves. So one of the things that is hard to talk to new people that you don't know, and an easy way to do it is to start asking them questions about themselves, and they will be really happy to tell you about it, and then share a little about yourself, because what everybody wants is to connect. So as Kelly alluded to, the data suggests that if someone is introduced to 3 people, and they have even a brief feeling of being connected to them, they will be back. People aren't as interested in what we do here as they are about who you are. What makes you tick. People show up at our doors wanting to connect with you. And isn't that what we all want? Remember that kid inside you that just wanted to fit in? None of us are very far away from that aspect of ourselves. So what a great opportunity for us to connect and celebrate our newest members. It gives us a chance to think back and reflect on when we first started coming here. How did we get involved? Who took the time to connect with us? And when I ask that question of people, I hear names like, Julius the Mural, Buski, or Blaise Seckley. I hear that name as well when people, or Dorothy and Bernie, Keeler, Ruth Patrick. Thank you, Ruth. She's most likely online. So we have this culture of people welcoming others, and we have an ancestors with that culture. Who invited you into this circle of caring? And now it's our turn to help bring more people into this beautiful and sacred circle of caring. They have new ideas, they have new energy, and, as the title of this message is, the possibilities are endless as to what UCE could become when we allow new energy, new ideas, and new folks to integrate and bring us into greater relationship with one another. And often the way we do that is we answer the call of love, which is our closing hymn. We are answering the call of love. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit to sing our final hymn, Answering the Call of Love.
I'd like to thank everybody who made this service happen today, the people who put out the candles, the tech group, everybody who participated in our ceremony, and of course yourselves. Thank you all for being here. It's now time to extinguish the flame. I'd like to call on Fortune to come up to extinguish the flame. Kindle New Sparks by Deborah Burrell. We have basked in the warmth and beauty of this flame in this community. As the chalice flame is extinguished, let us carry its glow within. Let us kindle new sparks within these walls and beyond. There you go.
I'd like to add my gratitude to Maida's, the tech team, and all of you for being here, and all of you online, and all the people that work to make the online presence possible. Thank you, Gordon, for your lovely music this morning. Thank you, Maida, for your wonderful service leading. and to our new members and the membership team. It has been wonderful working with the membership team, and I think we've done a really good job and improving our welcome. And thank you to Deborah and Harold, who are often at the welcome desk, greeting you with great professionalism and aplomb. Thank you. It's lovely to have you with us. So I have been asked to let you know, remind you that it's Earth Day, and that there are activities at Earth's General Store. Earth's Refillery on 95th Street and 108th Avenue. Did I get that right, Sylvia? Okay, so there's lots of activity. And the grannies are singing, so you absolutely do not want to miss. So it's very fun. So it is Earth Day, and we did not focus in on that, but I think as Unitarian Universalists, that's always near and dear to our hearts. So do something today to help this planet and help yourselves be good stewards. And so I offer you these words of benediction in closing to renew your heart and spirit, to keep you in love and compassion and warmth until we are back here again next week, being bathed in beautiful, beautiful music. We are so lucky. Yes. May the peace in your hearts and in this community be with you. Amen. Go in peace, gentle people. Amen. Okay, let's sing our linking song, Carry the Flame. Words will appear behind me. To say. I would like to thank Ambrose and Talia for being with the children this morning, and I think we can all go, what? There were children this morning? Yay!